Hello. My name is Aniruddha. This is my second video this week inspired by the Olympics. Over a couple of days, I painted multiple figures from different Olympic sports, all in these action poses. Among all my sketches, I think this one is my favorite. And it makes sense because among Olympic sports, the marathon is the one I am the most familiar with. The reference photo I am using is an image of the marathon winner from this year's Olympics, Ethiopian Tamirat Tola. This is a freeze frame of when he's just crossing the finish line. My goal isn't so much to capture his likeness, but to capture his gesture. The pencil lines you see on paper are an attempt to capture that gesture in the form of a stick figure. Around those lines, I plan to build his body, muscle by muscle. As I paint, I skip the light values entirely. My attention is towards the middle values and the dark values. And I'm going to keep those connected as much as I can, irrespective of what color they are. My approach will mostly be a direct one, although I will apply a little bit of layering where needs be. Sometimes wet and wet, sometimes wet and dry. After having put down the middle value of his top, I am now putting down the shadow being cast by his right arm, wet and wet. I don't wait for the paint to dry. I directly put the finish line ribbon while the green is still wet. I actually want some of that green to flow into that ribbon. Next, I'll paint in his shorts. This time too, I don't wait for the blue to dry. I want it to flow into the shorts. Even though I'm calling them shorts, what I am painting is just a shape. A jagged red shape. And I'll continue that shape down into his legs. I'm mostly working with small soft head brushes, size 6 and size 4. All the materials I have used are listed in the video description. Next, I'll add a darker shape onto his shorts to give it a little more definition. As far as his body goes, I am mostly done with the middle values. Now for the darkest darks. These darker values will also include his facial features. The shadow under his chin, little bit of depth under his brow, and his hair. With those, the figure now starts making a lot more sense. In a figure like this, a good shadow is very important. It grounds the figure and gives it context. Now, this reference photo is taken from a very low angle, so that shadow should be very thin, a lot thinner than what I've actually painted it. Now for the fun little details such as all the logos. For this I'm going to use some white gouache and my small synthetic number 3 brush. These add a sense of believability and realism, but they're only efficient once you have a proper foundation in place. So, I hope you found that useful. Thank you for joining me here today. Please remember to do all the YouTube things like, subscribe, share it to any of your friends who might be interested. I will see you in the next one.